stand-up comedians that just,
Oh
sit
God.
there and just bashes himself all day.
Oh yeah, the whole thing is wonderful.
All right, I got to get my fan because I feel a hot flash coming
Me
on
too.
already. I feel it. It's coming.
Yeah. Once they turn 50, it was all downhill.
Yeah.
Wait till you turn 50, it'll be all downhill.
Yeah. When 900 years old you are.
Yeah, that's me.
That's me.
900.
I got 900. It's hot. Oh my God.
Well, welcome again to the Lotus Lounge. And once again, I'm Kelly. And you're not. And this is Mike. And she looks very wonderful today with her hair.
For Mike.
And all the coordinations of the colors. This is all I came up with was the black shirt and shorts. And I look like I just came from the morgue, and she doesn't.
The gym.
I didn't come from the gym. I probably came from
help you here.
Big Jim's, which is a pizza place in Milford. They have great pizza, but that's about it. So what do we got on the docket today for you people out there? Anything good? Well, we could start by talking about Mr. John Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes.
And he is somebody who you should all know was the lead singer of Black Sabbath. They had a huge tribute concert he was involved in, and all these other wonderful bands and past bandmates went out to Birmingham, England, and played. They were all so thankful to be there, and it was a big love fest. And then a week or two later, he passed away. And apparently what he did was he stopped taking his medication that was getting him through all the pain and blah, blah, blah. And I think he knew going in that this was the last hurrah, that he was probably not going to make it much longer. So he passed away of a heart attack, I think. And I thought the concert was very, just a big love fest. I don't think it was about how great everybody sounded, because they were all playing the stage and trying to get sound check and different types of music. And, you know, if you're playing a stage, you're going to get weird sounds. The sound man might not listen to you. So,
I mean, but you're playing Ozzy's big, huge show. It's the final show. I mean, I admittedly did not see it all the way through.
Okay.
But all the clips that I did see, it was a party. It was like being at your friend's house and someone had the karaoke machine.
Right.
And everybody got on there and got to do their little tribute. And that's what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I was not criticizing anybody by the way they sounded or looked or anything like that. It was like you said, it was just a big fest. It was a big Oz fest.
Yeah, right. That's a good way to put it.
My goodness, where is Sharon? She could have, that would have really gone far.
Yeah, Sharon, by the way, I don't want you anywhere near me because you've got issues. And if you don't know, ask Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden. Now, I don't know if you know this story, but when they were playing Ozfest, I think it was like, I don't know where they were on one of the stages, and they were upstaging Black Sabbath. Sharon got so angry, she started getting, I don't know if it was meat or something, and started throwing it at Iron Maiden while they were playing. God. Yeah, so, which, if it were donuts, I would take it as a compliment. But
it is not unbelievable, because on the Osbourne's television show, she threw a ham over the fence at her neighbor.
Oh my God, that's right. I completely forgot.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So, I completely forgot that. Yeah,
not even remotely a strange concept with Sharon Osbourne.
No,
she's my kind of girl, though.
Not mine, but
you see why?
Yes, I mean I
throw a ham at you.
I look. I mean, I don't really know the ins and outs of it, but if you're going to throw food and stuff at Bruce Dickinson or Iron Maiden because the band sounds better than your husband's band or whatever, that's really not cool. But in any event, I'm glad she organized this thing. All the bands got together. I'm glad that Jakey Lee showed up.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
Which, if you have not, I mean, I got to see him when he was with Red Dragon Cartel, which is a side project that he did. amazing band. I became friendly with the drummer, and amazing, terrific band all around. But they only did 2 albums, and then he kind of got away from that. So hopefully he'll do something in the future because he's an amazing musician and he's a really nice guy. Everybody seems to like him.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I was really surprised at Youngblood, which I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't see that.
He sang.
See, I'm not helping this.
I'm not helping this at all either.
I'm like, I didn't see it.
Well, I mean, it was long. It
was very long.
It was 400 hours. They were ice skating in
and there's
between.
Only 200 in a day.
Yeah, so they went through time warp and came out, and that's how they got all these hours. But he sang Changes, and it was really good. And he's a young kid, and he has such a powerful voice. And I thought, we need a kick in the ass to rock and roll, and he really delivered. And everybody's talking about how wonderful he did. I liked the drum offs where they had all the different drummers playing. Chad Smith from Red Hot Chili Peppers was there, which is pretty cool. I always enjoyed his drumming. If you get a chance, look at him drumming the is it the national anthem? But you can tell he's a little. But watch his face, his drummer face, the whole time is and he's going, and I'm going. That's
he's feeling it. He's feeling the rhythm. Everybody. All musicians, they have that face. Their O face.
Yeah, right.
Their O face.
Mine is. It looks like I need to go to the bathroom, or I need to sleep, or I haven't had enough sugar. So they're like, that gentleman up on stage looks confused. And they let me play the oboe for about 3-4 seconds, and then I'm off the stage. But I feel like a part of the band. Very excited about that.
You just totally went left field on me.
I went right field because Dave Winfield is my favorite baseball player. But yeah, I mean, getting back to Ozzy.
Paul Winfield was a good actor.
Paul Winfield, let me tell you something. Paul Winfield, if you want to feel calm and take a nice nap, put on City Confidential.
Oh my God.
Because he does, right? He does.
All right, I'm switching this out of subject.
He does the voice for it. And his voice, a lot of people are like, when my time is over, I want Morgan Freeman to do the... When my time is done, I want somebody to take Paul Winfield's voice and overdub it and have everything speaking, because his voice, I think, is so beautiful and relaxing.
Now it looks like a beer. Lotus Lounge beer.
That's excellent. You could market it that way. Yeah.
Light, little, special.
Yeah. Just like my brain.
Made, grown in shit.
Well, now that's...
Lotus.
Oh, yeah. That's not a bad idea.
Come up from dirt and crap. So.
Yeah. True.
It'll be the whole,
Yeah. Also does Patterson. But I'll tell you, the Ozzy concert, I think, was a good concept. He knew he was going to pass away, and he, at that point, had become royalty for England, because he had made it through so many horrific things, and everybody just loved him. Even though he was the Prince of Darkness, everybody talks about what a wonderful human being was. And, that's the kind of guy he was. If you watch the Osbournes, he was very loving, very caring.
Yes.
He was always lost and mumbling something, which is what most of us do as we get older. But I thought he really put together a good documentary about what the family actually went through. It was live.
Oh, yeah.
I always like the scene where he's doing the when he's not the motorcycle, but the thing in the snow.
Oh, the snowmobile.
Snowmobile, and he gets into the accident. The guy's like, "Oh God," and so he hears that. So it was real. So I mean, I all in all, I think it was a great concert. I think they did an excellent job getting everybody together. The logistics on a show that big.
Oh yeah. Amazing.
Is enormous, and it's sometimes you can't put it together when you see how big something like you have to put the flights, the travel, the hotels, when people have to do sound check. There are people that don't get along.
Oh yeah.
But I will say the one bright spot in all of this, and I don't know if you saw this, and I'll let you, and you guys can watch this, but James Hetfield was talking to Axl Rose backstage. And to me, that's a very fulfilling moment, because when they toured in 91, 92, Axl was full of himself and always late, and James Hetfield would always bash him. But now that they're older and there's more behind them than there is in front of them, they were just sitting there talking. And I said, well, maybe these guys could, I don't know if they'll ever
They
tour
got
again.
no more. They don't have energy for much more than that.
Yeah, that's it.
all of the piss and vinegar
It's gone.
is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What medication are you on? That was the discussion.
It's more like, farts and
Right. What kind of digestive medication have you been taking?
They're talking about their last, colonoscopy visit.
Right. Do you see
comparing meds? Instead of sharing drugs like,
right.
meth and coke and all of that, no, now they're, oh, dude, what do you got? Yeah, I need something.
Right. Right. They went from cocaine to Rogaine. And that's a George Carlin joke. If you don't know that, I can't help you. But yeah, I mean, I think all in all, they did a pretty good job with everything, and it was fun to see everybody together. So that's it. If you get a chance to watch it, just enjoy it. Don't talk about, oh my God, this person was horrible. You know what? Shut up. It was all for fun. Life is too short to complain about everything.
And there are many, many more people out there that you can talk about being horrible.
I'm one of them. And you should talk in great detail about how horrible of a human being I am.
I've been to a couple of shows of some.
What would you say is one of the most horrible live experiences that you've ever seen in your life?
Ever?
Well, or in the last 24 hours.
Not in the last 24 hours, in the last month.
In the last month.
Vince Neil?
Oh my God. That's right, you went to see Vince Neil. Explain to everybody what that experience is like.
He sounded like a cat.
Oh my God.
And so, I mean, I think he was meowing through a big part of the set. I'm sure people have been to these shows. This was in Bethel Woods, and it was a lot of meow meow meow.
That was excellent.
I'm sorry. Yeah. And the crowd's reaction. Now, had this been in New Jersey,
right,
it would have probably made the news, because, people here in New Jersey, we have no problems booing or showing how we really feel. But this is Bethel Woods, and,
right,
total hippie vibe. They got the whole hippie staff. Everybody's it's very mellow
back,
and hippie there. So, but the opener was Stephen Pearcy from Rat.
Oh,
so
wow.
I was actually ready for that to be the one. And
right.
he actually sounded pretty decent. I have to say, though, the backing band sounded like an album. Like,
really?
They were just
wow.
Perfection.
And is Warren playing with him, Warren DeMartini, or no?
No.
Okay.
Just perfect.
Good.
He was all right, but he got the crowd going. Everybody was into it. The hands were up. People were singing. It was lovely.
Good.
Vince Neil comes out.
Oh, God.
Everyone's excited. Vince Neil from Motley Crue. And first song, but now people are starting, wait. Is he singing? Second song, people are, all right, let's pay attention a little bit.
Right. He might not be doing well here.
By the third song, I mean, it was a sea of heads.
Oh, God.
No hands, no nothing. Everybody's just, and just like, what in the ever living are we watching here right now? Yeah, it was interesting. Like I said, he meowed. Most of the set. Meow. And then he's, now you meow.
You're right. Instead of you saying, now you make the same sound I just did. Meow.
It was really funny because in Girls, Tropicana's where I lost my heart.
Right.
He said Tropicana's where I lost my house. I was like, is that a Freudian slip?
Hey, listen.
And hence why he's on tour right now,
Right.
meowing to you.
I
right
lost
now.
my house. Well, when you've been married 16 times and divorced 18, that's what tends to happen.
Yeah. So yeah, but
Not good, huh?
I mean, he had his day.
You know, and that's what happens when, you know, when we were talking about this before, nostalgia acts, you know, things like David Lee Roth, Shecky Lee Roth, Vince Neil, you know, Kiss when they got to the end. When you can't perform anymore, you know, it's the nostalgia that brings you in. You're trying to live in the past when you were a kid and young and everybody was young like you and life was great and blah, blah, blah. But unfortunately, trying to get that feeling again, which is a great Barry Manilow song, just trying to get there is very difficult to recreate it. And I don't want to, you know, piss on anything about those bands to say they shouldn't do that because they have the right to do it. But it's very difficult to say they sound as good or exactly the same. It's an opportunity to see them, yes, but are they as good as they once were or better or worse?
Well, there's a difference between not being as good as you once were,
right,
and not being good. So, you know, I mean, there's a lot of musicians that are out there now that are, you know, still touring, bands that are still touring, and they're not as good as they once were. I mean, we all get old and, you know.
Well, you don't, but I certainly do.
It's, you know, magic genie.
Yeah. I'm not allowed anywhere near this genie because I press it and my garage door keeps going up and down.
But when you get to the point where you're just not good.
Yeah.
Then, because now, you know, people are going out to see you for nostalgia purposes. And, you know, in today's economy, ticket prices are not as cheap as they used to be. And so you show up for this show and, you know, it's like a bad karaoke night.
Yes. You're right.
You know, I mean, let's be honest. Like, sometimes it's a really bad karaoke night. And it's not because of, you know, sore throat that night or, you know, no, this is night after night after night. They are playing these gigs and sucking ass. I mean, that's the only way I can put it.
And you're right. And I don't know, you know, look, thank God there's YouTube and social media, because if it were 20, 30 years ago and you said, hey, Mike, do you want to go see so-and-so? And I said, yeah, I haven't seen them in a while. Let's go. And they performed that. And I didn't know that's the level they were on. I'd be like, I can't believe I spent this amount of money to see this person. And they were not good at all. But there are a lot of bands out there that are really still good, like
38 Special.
38 Special. We saw them. By the way, that was so funny. When I saw you, I went to go see 38 Special with a friend of mine. And
I was there with a friend of mine.
And you were there with a friend of yours. And I don't know if it was something with the bass player. The bass is way too loud. And I turn around to tell the sound guy, turn the bass down. And who do I see behind? It's Kelli. I was like, oh my God. They were amazing.
Amazing.
And they're in there.
And they're 177
they're
years old. So being old is not an excuse for sucking.
Right. Not at all. Now, I won't tell you how much they spent on wigs, but it was probably as much as their equipment costs. But they were amazing. They were really good. They were very professional.
You said it. I'm glad you said it.
I didn't. Well, I have to bring this back in November. I get another 3 months on the rental for this.
If you said it, then it's really that obvious.
It is.
I really didn't want to get in it, but yeah.
But you know, a lot of bands do that, and they look ridiculous. Just, you know what? Just either shave your head. We don't care. It's not that big of a deal for us. We don't really care. The fans that have been there a long time, which I have.
Yes.
But you know, guys like 38 Special. I will say. And I'm going to throw this out because I've always been a fan of theirs. But bands like Trickster, who I think are always top notch, and even if they weren't the best of the best, they're really nice guys.
They are awesome guys.
Yeah. They're very cool. They've always been nice to me. They always joke around. Ted Poley is another guy who's, God bless him.
Ted Poley always puts on the performance of a lifetime. It could be 5 people, it could be 500 people.
Right.
Ted Poley performs like he's at the Garden.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
He gives everything. He gives all of himself every night, and such a beautiful soul. He's
Yeah.
and I'm not just saying that because I sing sometime with him. Because
what? I sing sometime with him. Did you turn into a robot there for a minute?
I'm just saying, I'm not being biased. He's a genuine, just heart of gold.
He is.
Heart of gold.
And in fact, I don't know if I told you this, but his mother decorated my parents' living room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his mother used to work at Huffman Coos in River Edge. And back in the 80s, being Italian, everything was always black and black carpet and black leather and black blah, blah, blah.
Black is beautiful.
Oh, obviously, as you can tell, I've decided to try to be a black individual by going tanning, and I just got a red spot over here. And yeah, Kelly's trying to rub some off on me so that I don't get older. She doesn't age. I look like I'm 400.
If I leave a brown stain on you,
it's not you.
It ain't from me.
It's from me not showering in a week and a half, which would make sense. But yeah, so his mother came to my parents' house and did the design and brought in the couches and stuff. And about a week or two later, we're driving in the car, or riding in the car, and my mom was driving, and we put the radio on, and it was, I don't know if you remember a radio station called Z-Rock, but they used to be around
Z-Rock,
here.
Yes.
Yeah, 1480, I think was their call. Yeah.
Yes.
And now I can't remember what I had for lunch yesterday, but I remember that.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, so am I. So then,
no, I was just saying.
Yeah, but then on the radio came, I don't know if it was Naughty Naughty or Bang Bang. I think it was Bang Bang. And my mom said, "Oh, this is Rose Poley's son's band. He's in, get ready, he's in the rock and roll." The rock and roll.
Is that like the internet's?
Yeah, right. Her and George Bush got together and decided to create the internet and the rock and roll. And I was like, you know this person. And, I got to say that in all honesty, and I like to joke around a lot, and now I'm going to get emotional, but his music really got me through a lot of tough times in my life. And somebody like that who was genuine and honest, you can't hide that stuff. And I think, like you said, Ted Poley is a beautiful human being. He just is.
Yeah. And,
I like seeing these people, Debonair Music Hall, and I give a shout out to them because I love everybody there. Mm-hmm. It's great to see these people play there because you get to meet them and talk to them, and they're unbelievably nice. I've never met anybody there that I know of that's ever had an ego. Mike Tramp played there from White Lion. Yes. He had issues with the vocals, and they were going back and forth. He wasn't yelling or screaming at anybody.
No.
He was just saying, "Oh, why did we do warm up or whatever?" And he was like, "Listen, we're going to have some fun." First of all, the guy's 60-something years old. He looks amazing.
Indeed.
Right?
Indeed.
And there were the crowd, and I don't know how this happened, but the crowd was filled with 20-year-old people.
There has been an uptick in young 20, like in between like 20 and 30-year-olds getting into our music. Well, it's not our music, but I didn't write it.
And it would be better if you did, I think.
But that just, to me, that just shows good parenting.
Yes, right. Exactly.
Because these kids are growing up and their parents got all the right music playing in the house.
Yes. When I was growing up, we had an intercom.
Oh, wait. Speaking of which, let me just check. I want to make sure we're filming right.
Oh, okay. You go right ahead.
Because this would be a good place to break it if I have to break it.
I'm going to take a sip of this urine sample.
All right, okay.
Oh
I
yeah,
just want to make sure
that is a
that
urine
everything
sample.
looks good because we would go through this whole thing for an hour and a half, and like it didn't record.
Oh, that's all right.
I keep thinking about Vic.
Vic.
When we recorded a song and we did the
Oh,
whole song, and then I'm just like, went to play it back, and he's like, can you do that again? And I'm like, which part? He's like, all of it.
oh.
Because I didn't hit record.
Now,
Yeah.
let me just put aside to this. The last time we had our podcast, we had a very talented band, young band called Ultraviolet on.
Yes, yes.
Since then, they've broken up. So here's the thing. If you're a young starting band and you want to break up at some point in the near future, please come on our show because you will break up at some point. So it's unfortunate. You know what? They're young kids. They're amazing. All of them were so, you know, what really impressed me outside of their talent and their hard work was
Is their professionalism.
yeah.
And I mean, even their note out to all of their fans announcing that they were breaking up. It was
Right.
just it was just very professional, and they're gonna. I mean, when we interviewed them, I just knew that they were all gonna go far, and I mean, the world is their oyster.
Yeah.
They just got born. I mean, the youngest one was 16.
Yeah.
Like, and she didn't finish high school yet.
Right.
So I mean, the sky's the limit for those guys.
Yeah.
I'm not even worried about them. We
No.
will be seeing them in the future in some incarnations. You know, I just look at it as all these great bands that are going to come out of this one band. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a win. So
I agree. I think
looking
there's a lot of
to what they
yeah.
got to do.
There's a lot of projects up ahead for them,
Yeah.
and best of luck to all of them. And
Yeah. Not saying that I'm not gonna miss those Ultraviolet songs though. 'Cause
They
there's
were
some
amazing.
badass stuff.
yeah, and I like their vibe. It's very Alice in
Indeed,
Chains
indeed.
ish. Yeah. And I kind of got a friend out of it.
Yeah.
I became friends with. I think it was the bass player. Was a bass player's father.
Yes.
Yeah. He's a great guy, and he invented this game. I think it's called QB45 or 54. If you get a chance, check it out. It's in all the Dick's Sporting Goods. It's probably online. He's a really great guy, and he worked hard designing this thing. Go check it out. You want to see what hard work looks like? Go check it out. So anyway, but a lot of these artists who are a little bit older now playing smaller venues, I like that because you don't have to spend that much money.
And you get the intimacy.
Yeah, you get to see them. You know, I saw Tony Harnell. It was the first time I ever saw him in my life. What a nice guy. What a powerful voice. And I made him laugh by saying something stupid, which is common.
What, you?
No.
Mike said something stupid.
I would never. But I said to him, I said, your voice was so powerful. I went deaf in my left eye. And he thought that was hysterical. But, he's a gentleman. He's professional. And he blew the roof off the place. You know him more than I do, but
Yes,
he's
Tony.
amazing.
Tony is another one. He's just one of those guys who is just the sweetest guy on the planet. And what comes out of that voice is it's amazing. It's earth shattering.
Yes.
I mean, my nickname for him is Angel Voice because I just feel like he opens his and like I see heaven and I hear heaven. Like it's just and that's literal because he can hit those notes.
Yes.
He's just amazing. And I admittedly have never seen TNT live. I've seen Tony.
Right.
I've seen Tony with Westworld.
Okay.
But I've never seen TNT. My head might explode. It'll be like Scanners. You remember when we Scanners?
Yes. Where their heads. Yes.
Like, I'm at a TNT show. And it's over, I didn't know if I could handle all of that massiveness.
Yeah. That should be,
The mighty TNT.
Yeah.
I mean, TNT. Hello.
Yes. Explosion. Blowing things
I'm not
up.
making this up.
No. Yeah, your heads will actually explode, and there's advisor in the back of the ticket that says your head will probably explode.
We
It
are
does
not responsible for any
right,
blood stains or, you know, chunks of brain that may be left on your person when you
right,
leave the
exactly.
show.
Yeah. See, I don't have to worry about it because my head is big enough that it can withstand an
There's just
explosion.
air in there.
Yeah, there's just air.
It'll be
It's
like the Hindenburg.
yeah, right. There's guys coming out of my head. Oh
Just
my God, the
catch fire.
horror, the humanity. Right, just my head landing on the ground. That's what it's like. There's people in here controlling this big fat head. By the way, my friend, I want to give a shout out to Phil Clark, who put together this picture of me and Lainey. Lainey's beautiful. She's wearing this beautiful yellow dress in summer. Lainey's my girlfriend, who's an angel because she puts up with my nonsense. But in the picture, I'm standing next to her. And then he puts it into an animation thing, which you could do on. And he did her beautiful, long brown hair. And he put me as Fred Flintstone, which was 100% accurate. 100%, not kind of, because I have a big fat head and big feet. So if there's ever a hole in my car, I could use my feet to power myself.
There's a song for that.
What?
Pretty women out walking with gorillas down.
Yeah, I'm a gorilla.
Is she really going out with him?
Yeah. In fact, the lady called me a gorilla today. No joke. She called me a gorilla today. She said, "You are a gorilla." Yeah.
It's all out of love. She loves you.
It's all out of control.
You're silverback.
I'm a
You
silverback.
got the little silver hair.
Yeah, I got the silver hair.
Literally a silverback.
I'm literally a silverback. We have this. Yeah, we have the same diet, which is just whatever's laying around. We'll just eat trees, humans,
You want a
people.
banana? I have one.
Possibly that might. I need 300 or 400. Yeah, so I mean, I think all in all, a lot of those. I like seeing a lot of the nostalgia acts that know they're not huge. They know it's not the Garden. They know it's not. Like White Line. I don't want to say White Line. Mike Tramp's White Line. And he's got great players, and they're amazing. And Jerry, who's his bass player, one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, and he's an amazing bass player. Now, playing drums myself, I want to be on the side of the stage where they're doing the rhythm. He's such a nice guy. Marcus, great guitar player. The drummer whose name escapes me because I know they had Brett on their last tour, who's playing with Enough's Enough now. But amazing drummer. So great band. Yeah, I mean, and that's really what nostalgia should be. Is like, look, we're just reaching out. We're going to go out, have some fun. Come have some fun with us.
And not suck.
And not suck. By the way, if you get a chance, check out this band called P-Lander Z. It's an experience you've never had in your life. They're from Japan. And they basically force you to have fun at their concerts. They do these things. They put these costumes on. They run through the crowd. It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. I went on a whim to go see them a couple of years ago. It was one of the best shows I've ever seen.
That reminds me of another band that I know of that I like that.
What's that?
Tragedy.
I don't know what that is.
They are like the ultimate Bee Gees metal tribute.
Okay.
Talk about a show. Well, because I've seen 2 different shows from them. I guess every tour they do something different.
Right.
So
okay.
the last show that I saw, mostly, they did it was like 70s covers.
Okay.
The show before that, they did mashups of the Beatles and Metallica and they would I think they did one with a Slayer song. I think they were playing
Oh my God.
Rain and Blood. They were playing the music, but they were singing a Beatles song.
Holy
lyrics
crap.
It was insane. It was absolutely insane. Like, how do you compartmentalize your brain?
Right.
So that you're playing the music for one song and you're singing the lyrics to another one. It was sick. It was sick. They are amazing. and they put on such a great show. It's hilarious, and they have a uki, and it's
I'm gonna have to go check them out.
You got to
then.
go check them out. That
Yeah.
is a party and a half.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check them out.
And Galactic Empire.
Yes.
Yes.
I've heard of them.
Galactic Empire is badass.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
You could totally cosplay there. You totally have to cosplay when you go see Galactic Empire. Just by the name, I'm assuming
Right.
you know where it's going. So,
Right.
but yes, you need to check out Galactic Empire because they, instrumental band that basically is just playing the music from Star Wars. I mean, they're a John Williams metal tribute
right.
band. How freaking amazing is that?
I was going to say John Williams is amazing. Everything he does is wonderful.
And you don't know what any of these guys look like. They all wear masks. They are all cosplayed out.
Yeah.
And they're amazing musicians. It's such a great show.
Yeah. Speaking of wearing masks, what's going on with Bon Jovi and Tico Torres? Is he?
It has nothing to do with
That was a good segue. Right? Speaking of people who wear masks, Speaking of people who have watched the movie Mask, there's a rumor going around that Tico Torres is leaving.
I heard that.
Bon Jovi.
Well, he's not leaving. He's retiring.
Oh, is he?
There's a difference between leaving and retiring. Richie left.
Right.
Tico is retiring. Not saying anything bad.
Right.
I'm just saying that is different.
So he's retiring from playing. He's done. Okay.
Well, I'm not confirming it. I'm just saying that's what the rumor is.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Now it makes sense because I thought he was leaving the band. I don't know if
He's 71. So normal people would be considered a retirement at this point.
Yes.
If he was 45, he would be leaving the band.
Right. Okay.
So he's retiring. If he's doing anything, he's retiring.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
He's hanging it up.
And I've always liked Tico. I've always thought he's an amazing drummer. I've loved the fact that he never really took himself so seriously. And I liked that he had that Latin feel about him. And I remember taking drum lessons at a place, I'm going to age myself here, called Musically Yours.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Across the street from Garden State Plaza, where the 7-Eleven is now, or somewhere around there. Going upstairs, and there was this huge Tico Torres poster. And I remember looking at him going, if I can be half as good as that guy, I'd really be impressed. And what happened over the next years really showed that I had no right to be behind a drum set whatsoever.
This is not my calling.
This was not me at all. But I will say that his work on the album that they did after New Jersey, which was, I'm going to forget, Keep the Faith. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That first song, the Keep the Faith with the bass, which I think Hugh McDonald did.
What, Keep the Faith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And him, that was amazing drumming.
Well, Hugh had been around longer than Hugh's been around.
Yes, right.
Hugh was the all right, look, we got to do Alex's. We got to do Alex tracks over again. Can you come in here and clean the shit up? Like that was what he was for a while.
Yeah.
So, but they've always kind of had their little vibe. Yeah, Tico's 71. I mean, Bon Jovi, he had already performed with a ton of musicians before he even joined Bon Jovi. He's grandpa. He's the oldest member in the band. Well, Alec was, but it segues into what we were talking about before about when is it time to wrap it up? Like, yeah, his boss needs to wrap it up too.
Right.
Like maybe this will be the hint. Maybe somebody else will retire, work on their Nobel Peace Prize, which they could probably get.
Right.
Like, dude,
enough is enough.
I mean, this is the biggest conundrum that I have with this guy. Like, okay, like even your vocal cords. enough.
His vocal cords sent him an email and said, "I'm giving my 2-week notice."
Like, yo, how many more messages do you need? I
Right.
mean, life is not over, you know? I mean, it sounds like he getting ready to have some grandkids maybe coming up and stuff. Like,
Well, he does. They're adopting one, right?
what? Yeah, like, so come on,
Right. It's grandpa
buy a
time.
yacht.
Right. Get going,
Get
dude.
your Hampton wines, you
Right.
know, and your dad's spaghetti sauce.
Right.
Like your little Bon Jovi empire going on here. You got like, I mean,
And
can I help? Just I got a ton of ideas.
Right.
Ton of ideas that
And-
you can do except sing.
yeah,
Just
I
don't do it
thoroughly enjoy your rest stop. Anytime my bladder decides to act up, I really enjoy your rest.
You know, we got, you know, we can start a whole like mental health facility, the John Bon Jovi
Yes.
I mean, because you know he's saving people
Yeah.
from committing suicide off of
Which
bridges.
is-
I mean, the
yeah.
man is doing a lot
Yeah.
in the world.
Right.
Like, this is someone who, yes, you might want to stop singing, but that doesn't mean you need to stop doing stuff.
No.
Like, because he's out there doing stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe, you know, once every 3 months or so, you know, do a little show somewhere, Vegas. I don't, you know,
Yeah.
do a residency for something. But like, you know, the hard touring he's too old. It's killing him.
Yeah.
You know, again, like we said before with the documentary, like you could see it and everyone talking about it. They were very sad. Like, just
Enough is enough.
live the life of the Bon Jovi.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like,
I mean, you've done it all. I mean, there's
Right.
no other mountain that
does
you
Bon
need to
Jovi mean
climb.
good fish? What? Like, good life, good something?
Right. I mean, you've done it
Enjoy
all.
now.
You've done amazing. You know, you could retire and put that part of your life away and then open a candle shop or something, whatever it is you want to do.
Candle shop.
I mean, but, you know, let somebody, you know, your music is, look, out of
It's
the
been
80s.
rewritten. It's been rewritten about 5 albums now. Like,
Right.
it's the after these days.
Yes. Which,
You know what? I'll even go as far as Circle because I have Circle downloaded on my iTunes. But like past that, like,
no. Like Bounce.
it's
Bounce.
it's all the same.
Bounce.
It's the same album.
I know.
It's rewritten over and over and over again. And now you're just beating a dead horse.
Yeah.
And I mean, because honestly, I was listening to Pandora the other day, and Get Ready came on off the first album.
Mm.
And I don't know, I got a little teary-eyed.
Aw.
It had nothing to do with Bon Jovi per se. I just got teary-eyed because I remember the first time I heard that song and I was just like, oh my God, I'm so old now.
She just turned 21.
Yeah.
So she's legal to drink alcohol. And I'm legal to drink this
But
urine
like,
sample.
you'll never hear them sing anything off of like those first 2 albums.
No, which is a shame.
I mean,
Yeah.
he could probably sing that stuff better than he can sing the new
Yeah,
stuff
well,
now.
yeah,
But
obviously, yeah. True. And talking about the 80s, you know, another nostalgia act that has really become, to me, the new Jimmy Buffett outside of Sammy Hagar, who's Bret Michaels, who plays to everybody, and he doesn't just play Poison songs. He plays with this person, he plays with that person, he plays with Jelly Sandwich. What the hell's his name? Jelly Roll? What is that
Jelly
guy?
Roll.
Jelly Roll.
Sandwich.
Jelly Sandwich.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut Butter and Jelly. It's a duet out of Detroit. But he seemed to expand his musical horizons and just gets along with everybody and seems like a really nice guy. And in fact,
And very easy to detect on The Masked Singer.
yes.
He has that dance move, that, you know, Bret Michaels shuffle that just... Him and Sebastian Bach, they were like the easiest reveal. Like, I'm like, I watched for 2 seconds. I'm like, it's Bret Michaels. I know that shimmy anywhere. The shuffle. And sure enough, I saw him and he just came out doing his little
You
shuffle.
knew exactly who it
Knew who it
was.
was. You know, same thing with Sebastian. Sebastian comes out the wide-legged, you know, and just
hanging out, doing his thing.
They got the move. Everybody has their move, and
I don't have a move whatsoever.
it is
So
a
if
move.
you ever watch,
Your move is.
my move is this. So if you're like, that looks dead, that's me. But yeah, I mean, Bret Michaels seems to reach out and cross all the boundaries of different types of music, and it's just a big party. And he's really the Jimmy Buffett. And what I've heard is, 2026 is going to be the tour with Poison, and everybody's like, oh, the original members are getting back together. They never really. They're always the original members that have been touring. I mean, outside of when they had blah blah, blah a couple. But in the last 20 or 30 years, it's always been that. The thing that I heard was that Bret Michaels, his name and his band appeals and sells more tickets, more merchandise than Poison does. And I think the only reason is because Poison is so restrictive in who they are and what they do. Not to say that they're horrible people or they can't blah, 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 but they're this, and Bret Michaels can go to the left, can go to the right, he can wear his cowboy hat, whatever. But when it's Poison, they have to play, Look at My Cat Dragged In, certain songs, and you can't, go away from those 10 or 12 songs. So it's going to be interesting to see with who they play with. I don't know who they're going to play with on tour.
But you're making it sound like it was Bret Michaels and then it was Poison.
No.
It was Bret Michaels, though. Like, Bret Michaels became Bret Michaels because of those 12 songs. So
yes. No. I didn't. Right. Yeah.
But I see what you're saying. Yes. But when that happens, I keep hitting this thing. Like, oh my God, y'all are like, stop touching the damn mic.
I'm afraid you might be turning into a robot.
I feel like it. I got all this, equipment on me, and like, I'm like, see, now I lost my damn point. I'm making fun.
You were talking about Tom Berenger.
No, stop saying that.
Oh, okay.
No, but like seriously, one of the reasons why Bret Michaels is so big is because of Poison. So, but like when guys go out and they do their solo thing, you are a solo artist now. Yeah. So now you are doing other things, stuff like that. I would probably start throwing shoes at Poison if they started playing other people's stuff. Like, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear Look What the Cat Dragged In,
Right.
Cry Tough. I want to hear all that good stuff.
Cry Tough. That's a good song.
I don't want to hear you sing Led Zeppelin.
No. No, we don't want to hear that. And that's a good point.
But now Bret Michaels, if he chose to do a Led Zeppelin song in the middle of his set, that's fine. Because, you're a solo artist now. Yeah. So
you have the flexibility to do it and sing whatever you want. Mm-hmm. My nose is so itchy from allergies. So I apologize.
Yeah, I know. Both of us are like,
oh, my God.
Coke,
yeah.
Actually, it was the line of Coke.
It was a line of Coke. But it was new Coke. It wasn't that.
It's Coke with real cane sugar.
Would you like one of these things? I don't know what that is. I just found it in the parking lot outside. So I've been popping them in my mouth.
Like a gummy bear. It's been in my pocket.
Would you like some candy? Yeah.
Some candy, little girl.
Would you like some candy?
Don't take candy from strangers.
And that's okay, because everyone is strange to me.
People are strange.
Yes. But so that's when you're a stranger.
Faces look ugly.
And nobody's stranger than me. And my face looks horrendous. That's why I have a mask. So, speaking about that, when somebody like Bret Michaels does a solo tour, he can really stretch out, be himself, and do whatever he wants. Poison is regulated to play those 10 or 12 songs, and they have to. Perfectly fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. There are some solo acts that I would love to see, but they're too old to do it. Somebody like Peter Criss, who, for me, their drummer of Kiss, his solo album stuff is so far from Kiss, but it's really like a lounge act, and it's just very personal.
But how old is Peter Criss right now?
He's 172.
Exactly. So his ass is retired.
His ass? His whole body. No.
See, that's the whole thing. Like, you got to remember now, for the average person who works the 9-to-5 job or, whatever career you're in, 65, we're retiring, right?
Right.
You wrap it up, you retire. All these guys that we're talking about are at that age or higher.
Right.
So they're really past retire. And think about how much work they've done. You work, I'm not saying you when I say you. The average Joe works their 9 to 5 jobs, usually at a cubicle. Okay, maybe you do something really tedious. Maybe you're a plumber.
Right.
Even still, 65 comes around, it's about retirement time.
Yeah.
These guys are at that age and they are still touring.
Yes.
Like we're talking about waking up in a different city every day, in a different time zone.
I don't know how they do it.
Flying, like not getting any sleep, doing a sound check and play. Like, I mean,
right.
It was insane when they were in their 20s and 30s. The fact that they're still living right now is amazing. So, I mean, you know, we talk about this, but then like sometimes you got to keep that in perspective too. Like these are people who have already paid their dues and then some.
Right.
Like, I mean, they talk about being rode hard and put on wet. Like, I mean, the brutalization of their bodies that they have gone through for decades.
Yes.
And for some of them, unfortunately, because of bad money management or whatever, you know, I mean, they were 20-year-old kids. It was raining money.
Right.
And
now
the party would end.
Now there's a huge
and
drought.
Now, you know, they're broke and, you know, they got kids in college or, you know, alimonies and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
They got to go work. And that's the only thing they know how to do.
Yeah.
Which is really sad. Like, do you remember the guy from the Cosby Show?
Yes. Elvin.
And so those girls ran into him at the Whole Foods. He was a cashier at Whole Foods. And they wound up making themselves look really dumb. Right. They were like, oh my God, you know, why aren't you? I mean, the guy had a minor role on the show. How much? I mean, what do you think these people? What residuals is he living off of? Like, I don't understand. Like, people don't really think realistically sometimes about what it is these people do.
Right.
And what kind of money they make and how sporadic the money can be.
Right. That's the other part.
Like, it's not a steady paycheck.
No.
The only way they get paid, you got to write, you know, if you're a musician, you got to write an album. You got to write some songs. You got to write hit songs. You know, no songs, no money. And then, you know, they get the advances, which pay for everybody else's shit.
Right. And they spend like it's a holiday.
By the time they get their real check, it's like 5 cents.
Right.
I mean, I literally know, you know, I know all these guys. I know them, you know, I got a royalty check today. Like, it was for like 40 cents. Like, I mean, the paper that it's printed on costs more than the freaking check is worth. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So, you know, they are kind of, being a musician, you know, you don't get a really good 401k plan.
No, you don't.
So it's like,
you really need, and athletes are the same way.
Yes.
You know, young athletes, when you hand somebody who's 21, 18, 19, however old they are, you hand somebody $100 million contract, that's automatically the kid's going to spend more and blow it because he's never had that much money before and he doesn't know how to handle it because he doesn't know what life means. He's 18. He hasn't seen anything. You know, I went to school with Vinny Baker, who was a basketball player, signed an $80 million, $100 million contract right out of University of Hartford, went to the Milwaukee Bucks. Went broke. He played for the Celtics. He played for one or two other teams, but he blew through his money. He was an alcoholic. But positive side is he turned his life around. He was working at just like you said, he was working at a Dunkin' Donuts, and people were poo-pooing him working at a Dunkin' Donuts. Guess what, folks? If you work hard, I don't care what you do. He's working hard to make money. Leave the guy alone.
Right.
By the way,
he's still here.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
My first day in college, my friend Jared and I were going up to the cafeteria. He was welcoming everybody, saying, "Oh, hi." I'll never forget. He shook my hand. His hand was the size of this table,
Right.
and he squished my hand. But he couldn't have been any nicer. And he had issues, and he got them resolved. And now he owns 3 or 4 or 5 Dunkin' Donuts. And now he's going, not so funny anymore.
Yeah.
Now I can put some things together and grow, my life the way that I want to.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we all know in the beginning what these jobs entail.
Right.
I mean, it's only really for a select few. Oh, and honestly, 9 times out of 10, it doesn't even have to do with talent.
No.
It really has to do with constitution, because like you have to be a certain type of person to live this lifestyle. It's insane. It really is a insane lifestyle. And like I said, back for these guys particular that we're talking about back in the 80s, they didn't have financial advisors, and
No.
most of the time anybody that was like managing them or whatever was stealing money from them. So
Right.
they were just getting bent over with no Vaseline then too.
Right.
But like, so now they're older, they can't tour anymore, they don't have what it was that they used to have. And now what do you do? Because you know what? They spent all of those younger years just focused on being musicians, which is not a bad thing.
Right.
But, not everybody gets to be a musician forever.
No. And that's why a lot of these bands that you and I like have come out with over the years their own line of coffee, their own line of wine, alcohol, whatever it is. And I think that's a good idea. I think a lot of these guys really, their marketing said, look, you'll get so much of a percentage by touring this place. Like Sammy Hagar has done a wonderful job with his tequila.
Yes.
Right. So he's a very intelligent guy. I think
the name is about the branding.
Right.
It's all about the branding, really. You know, I mean, like I said, John Bon Jovi, he's got the Hampton Waters as the wine.
Right.
Yes, there's just Jeff Tate has a vineyard.
Right. He's another one.
Right. Like they just, I mean, there's so many avenues you can use your name now.
Yeah.
As the whole marketing ploy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a new job for us right there. We should be like advisors to the used to be stars.
Well, you can be an advisor. He'll push me out.
The problem is we can't expect to get paid yet.
No.
Because
yeah,
that's the whole point, right?
That's the point. Well, we'll get the money up front. All $17.
Be a pro bono kind of a job.
Right. It'll all have to be a Chaz Bono kind of thing.
Chaz Bono.
We agree. Now, talking about people who are from Long Island, we're going to talk about Billy Joel. So there is a documentary on Billy Joel, which he did. And if you haven't seen it, it's wonderful.
I actually did watch it.
What are your thoughts on it?
It was fantastic. Lots of stuff that I didn't know about Billy Joel.
Yeah.
I didn't know the whole first episode. I was just like, I had no idea that he was married to someone before Christy Brinkley. Yeah. I had no idea that all those songs were about that. Like, I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
I mean, he's amazing.
Yeah.
It's Billy Joel. He's amazing.
He is.
That's been my answer for everybody today. They're amazing.
They're amazing. Well, there are a lot of amazing people out there, to be honest with you.
They're just amazing.
There's so much negativity in the world. You watch the news, everybody's terrible, blah, blah, blah. Everybody argues.
I like giving people kudos when they're amazing. And now have a lot of amazing in the world.
Kudos is one of my favorite candy bars.
I would like to bring up a point, though, that I just found ironic.
What's that?
When he was discussing how he tried to commit suicide and how his music was very sad and depressing. And he was in a very big depressed state.
Right.
And what was the name of the record label he got signed to?
Manalapan, I don't remember what it was.
Just Sunshine.
Oh.
It's like, what?
This is kind of...
I said, but the record label was called Just Sunshine. And that's not sunshine. He's not selling
No,
sunshine.
he's selling Hard Times.
I
He's
guess y'all
selling,
are
yeah.
really just not going for the name here. Just
No,
sunshine.
no.
It's just
And
a suggestion.
right. I remember as a kid going down to my parents' basement and going through their albums. And my parents had, this and that, and seeing Billy Joel, the Stranger.
Yeah.
And, and there's the picture of the mask, on the wall. And I'm looking at it going, is this guy a puppeteer? I was like 7. Meanwhile, I have Kiss albums all over, and I'm going, wow, that looks weird. Meanwhile, this guy with his tongue sticking out, shooting fire. But I
Kiss
think
in the Phantom of the Park.
Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park.
Yes.
But I think Billy Joel, I had his original drummer Liberty DeVito, he's such an amazing guy. And what's great about him is he and I have different viewpoints on a lot of things. He couldn't be any nicer. He's one of the most amazing drummers, beautiful human being. If you get a chance, watch his drumming. You talk about drummer face. This guy's got it all.
Drummer face.
And there was a documentary before this that talks about when Billy Joel went to Russia.
Yes, yes.
And I thought that was amazing because you got to see what it was like in Russia at the time. And he said what a lot of people only now know about, which was they weren't going to blow us. In the 80s, we grew up, we thought they were going to kill us every night when we went to sleep. That wasn't true. They had nothing. And then guess what? They were afraid we were going to do something to them. We were afraid they were going to do something to us. And nobody was going to do anything. And it was outplayed and it was ridiculous. It was stupid. But unfortunately, a lot of money was spent on blah, blah, blah. But Billy Joel really got a chance to meet the people, and they were very nice. This documentary the new one now talks about his wife, who looks amazing. She looks like she didn't have any surgery. She looks amazing. She still cares about him.
Both of them.
Yes.
Both of his wives, you could tell when they were talking about him that they both still loved him deeply.
Yeah.
Like Christy Brinkley looked like she wanted to cry a few times. Like they really, but just watching the documentary and especially the first one and really getting to know him and he was so very just candid and open about his struggles and things like that.
Yeah.
And just getting to know that part of him, you understand why these two women who, even though they're both not with him anymore, still feel the way that they do about him. Like it wasn't, he wasn't like horrible to them. He wasn't like a wife beater, cheater, and it wasn't all that stuff. It just, when you are a person who you have these inner demons and you have these things that a lot of times people are looking for other people to fill those voids and they can't, and it strains the relationship. And I just thought it was very interesting that both of his ex-wives pretty much told the whole story. Like they were the story. Besides him, they were the storytellers.
That's a good point. That's
about this. And I mean, told from perspectives of people who absolutely love this man. So you could tell that they weren't bashing him.
No,
it was.
No, and you're right. And growing up in the 80s, seeing him with Christy Brinkley all over the place was great. Right. It was like the all-American couple. It was like Hollywood, blah, blah, blah. And you saw them everywhere, and they were so happy and blah, 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 and loving each other. And growing up around that is really interesting to see from an outside perspective, to see these two people coming together, and she's in his videos. And like you said, and you see the documentary, she's almost in tears about he's a very tortured soul because of what happened with his father and the mother and that kind of stuff. But he put together a wonderful life where he's, out of that, unfortunately he had, I don't know if he has
it's some kind of water on the brain.
Yes.
But it's controllable though.
Yeah. So he has to, he has to sell his motorcycle shop, which I know he loves. And, but he honestly is just a regular guy. He never seems like I'm above all of that.
He's always been Billy from the block.
Right. And the interesting thing was, I remember getting in a car going to a Yankee game and hearing one of the Billy Joel songs. It was me, my brother, and my father in the car. My brother's 7 years younger than me. And we're driving, and I'm saying to myself, Billy Joel is one of the only artists that all of us in this car can listen to and go, wow, man, he's really good.
He is a universal sound.
Yeah.
He is one of those artists where it doesn't matter what genre of music you like. You could be in the country, you could be into, rap, R&B. Everybody knows a Billy Joel song, at least one. I'm at least one. Obviously, there's many Billy Joel songs,
Yeah.
and people know numerous ones. But if you live in the United States, or have a radio,
If you have a radio
you have
somewhere,
a radio that plays music, you probably do know a Billy Joel song.
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of those artists where I can say to, like, a 17 or 18-year-old Billy Joel, and they know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Whereas I've had instances where I've talked to 20-year-olds of decades ago, and they didn't know who David Bowie was or Sting.
Yeah, that's tough.
So, like, because if you don't know who they are, like, come on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, that they have a niche.
That's the only thing that worries me about future generations of music, is that they will lose the history of the greats, like Sting,
Right,
and David Bowie, like, because you're not hearing a lot of musicians today being influenced by them.
No.
You don't hear a lot of musicians today being influenced by anyone, really.
No.
Like, it's...
No, they're not.
Really not.
They're influenced by video game
right,
sounds.
Like, it sounds and things, and it's just bizarre.
Yeah.
It's...
Well, we grew up where, okay.
We wanted to be, like my generation, our generation, we wanted musicians who were my age or a little older. They were growing up listening to the Led Zeppelins, and
right.
like, also they wanted to be those bands.
Yep.
So they were creating themselves as these new versions of these bands, whereas the groups, musicians that are out today, I'm not gonna say groups, it's a little different.
Right.
Like pop stuff and musicians today, it's just kind of. But I mean, that's music. It charts its own course.
It does.
It really does. Like, I mean, I'm trying not to be judgmental about that either, because I'm not gonna like all music that's out there, but like, and I am partial to our music.
Me too. The
best music in the world.
Well,
I love it.
I will say this though. Having said that, I will say this. You're talking about the younger musicians, and you're not going to be judgmental. I'm going to judge them. It's terrible. It's god awful. And here's the reason why I say it. Yeah, I'm older. Yeah, I have gray hair. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Here's the problem. You push a button. If you're going on to Microsoft, whatever it is, to create your music, you got a problem. And I feel like I'm yelling at somebody on my lawn.
Okay, yes and no.
Well, here's my point though. Do me a favor. Go into, and you and I were talking about this before, and I apologize, I don't mean to cut you off, but when we had the intercom in our house, my parents used to play their music, which is oldies music, which was from the 50s and 60s. We would come home from church on Sundays. My parents would put it on, and Motown played. I, as a young boy, honestly thought there was a connection between the church and Motown, because I thought it was part of a religion, because that's what happened is. And you know what? Now that I'm 50, I could tell you Motown is a religion, because there will never be anything as good as that. Now, you want to talk about creating your own music, you could do that. That's fine. And, creating it off the apps, and doesn't make it easier. Sure. Here's the problem. Do me a favor, go on YouTube. Look at the Temptations going into a studio with a 12-piece orchestra. You'll never see that again. Yeah,
but you won't see that again only because technology, like, that was necessary. Right. In order for you to get that sound, you had to have a 10, 12-piece orchestra in there, and they were recording reel to reel. It was tape, which meant that if anybody fucked up, you had to do it all over again. And it cost absorbent amount of money to do that. It was expensive. You had to pay all of those musicians. Like it's a lot. Whereas with today's tech, see, this is why I said it depends on, because there are apps, there is AI that writes music for you. That doesn't make you a musician, because anybody can just type in what they want AI to do and it'll do it. Not that, but with the technology that we have now with computers and how it can be utilized to compose music, it's now become a new instrument. So the art behind it is really still the same. The person who is making this music, you're just now using a new instrument to make this music.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Right. That's a really good point.
So I mean, in a way, it is kind of a cheat. I get it to be like, so like for me, I don't play guitar. Okay. So the difference is now we have technology where, okay, but I do know notes. So I can play guitar chords on a computer and I can compose them in a song, because I can't literally play them, but I can hear the music in my head. It's still me writing the music. It's still my music. I'm just not physically playing it because I don't know how. Right. And it's really no different than me humming it to a guitar player and them playing it.
That's a good point.
So the computer has just become a new instrument for recording music. And also now people don't have to go to recording studios anymore. You have a home computer, you got a mic and some speakers and you're good. You can record an entire album from your laptop. So technology has just made things a lot easier for the average person to record music and get it out, even, because now we have all social media. You got YouTube. You don't need a record company anymore. Like, just, you can write some stuff and put it out there. So in that respect, it is kind of cool, because I think it opens up music to people who would not normally be able to write music unless they knew how to play that instrument. But at the same time, then you have people who are just, you're always going to get the weird stuff. I mean, think about in the 80s when they came out with all the synthesizer sounds.
Yes.
And how weird that was. Like, what?
Well, Axel F is a great song, but
that was the old people back then were like, what the hell is that crap? We're all this technical shit, I mean, we sounded like assholes to them. So it's the same thing. We're just the new old people.
That is true.
And I think we're just haters. It's just jealousy. I really think it comes down to jealousy, because I know that if I had the technology when I was 16, if I had the stuff now, I'd be a freaking rock star. I would be a rock star by now. Between auto-tune.
Oh, God. Well, you don't need auto-tune. You don't need auto-tune. She doesn't need auto-tune. No, she doesn't need auto-tune.
I would be famous. I would be famous.
I'd need auto everything.
Kelli from the block.
Yes. I need auto everything.
Like shit.
Auto everything needs to be auto. Automatic, whatever. But yeah, I mean, that's a good point.
I have to turn that other fan on.
You turn that other fan on.
I'm having hot flashes.
Me too.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you turn 21.
Yes, this is what happens when you get to my age, which is 152.
Right over here.
Oh my goodness.
We need a fan.
By the way, we're going to have our OnlyFans page, which is the video of these fans. Oh my God, that's amazing.
These are our only fans.
Oh my God, that feels so good.
We only have 2 fans.
Holy cannoli. Yes. Well, you have a lot of fans.
Yes.
I have people that I have to have.
Oh, yeah, you're right. This was really rocking.
Something submitted to them that they can't follow me anymore. That feels good.
Because it was getting hot in here.
So please put on your clothes. That's what they tell me. Put on your clothes.
I'm not going to get naked, though.
No, I'm not going to get nacked. But I will say that that's a very good point. That was very smart that you said. That's why she's my friend, because she's much more intelligent and better looking than I will ever be. But that is a very good point. The fact that now the computer can be an instrument. And I'm going to think about that, because that was a brilliant point that you just made about that. I just thought about it, that they use it to do all their stuff, but now it's an actual instrument. That's really interesting.
And also now, another thing they have you can do with the computers, which I like as a non-musician. But if I was a musician, I would just be humping my computer.
See, all I use my computer for, honestly,
It's
is
humping.
is to watch that and to watch reruns of Night Court.
What's happening?
What's happening? By the way, Danielle,
I know.
oh my God, she was one of the growing up. Let me tell you something.
But you got to remember, she was all well. Was it all scripted? I feel like sometimes she was just coming off the cuff.
Yeah, I mean, you want somebody who was a sassy person, who was like your neighbor, who you just. I remember being a kid going, "Who is that girl?" And she'd be like, "Mama's gonna," and I'm gonna tell Mama. I'm telling Mama, and let me tell you. And as a kid, I was like, "This girl's, she's got a little sparkle in her eye." And I think I was 7. She might have been my first crush. Because she was really, I was like, wow, she
wasn't joking.
No, she was, but she became a doctor.
She was a vet.
Yeah, and she got into a horrible car accident many years ago and recovered.
She had cancer.
Yeah, and rest in peace. I always thought she was an amazing human being.
She is fun.
But yeah, so, but talking about bands, look, my thing is, that's why I like seeing live music. I will always support live music. You should too. Because what happens is for instance, there's a country artist, and I forget his name, but he's a black country artist. He's a young kid, probably 21, 22. He wrote a song, I think it's called Hurricane. It's one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard in my life. And he's the future, to me, of music. Somebody like him, somebody like Youngblood. Anybody who's just going out there and going, I wrote this song in my bedroom, and it's about what, I don't care. I will go see them any day of the week and twice on Sunday. As much as I love tribute bands because you know what you're going to get, I want somebody to go, I wrote this song, I hope you like it. That, to me, is what music is about. I want to share a part of myself with you. And it could be a fake story, it could be real, whatever. I want to see that.
I went to Nashville a few years ago.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I did.
Ooh, tell me all about it.
Well, I went for 4 days. I went with not a purpose of hanging out in Nashville. I went to go see Eric Martin.
Oh, okay.
He did a comedy that day.
Really?
Yes, that was the first time.
How did that go?
That was great.
Good.
Great. I actually have some evidence of it. I had to get some.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it was wonderful. But that wasn't the only awesome part about it. The hotel that I was staying in, downstairs they had a restaurant. It was the Commodore Grill. And every night that we were there, apparently every night in general, they have songwriters.
Oh my God.
So they have 4 chairs and they have 4 songwriters, and they're all there usually with a guitar, some have keyboards, whatever, and they take turns singing songs.
Wow.
Their own music. Every night I was there, I'd get my dinner and I would sit and I would watch these incredible musicians. And I say incredible musicians because this is the Commodore Grill in Nashville, Tennessee. And I'm not saying anything bad, but I'm saying that this is Music City. Okay? The whole strip is full of bars and clubs, and they got the Bluebird, and I mean there's a ton of places, and I'm sure that the Commodore Grill is not the first place that everybody is banging to get into.
Right.
And the musicians that I saw there,
amazing.
Worth the price. I mean, I didn't pay anything to get it, but I would have paid to go see them. Like, just amazing.
Right.
So, that city is just crawling with talent.
Yes, it is.
Insane. And I saw musicians there. They were from Connecticut and, Texas, all different places. And they're all singing and they're all telling their stories. And some of these songs are hilarious and silly. Some of them are serious. Some made you cry. Like, it was. And what the wonderful part about the Commodore Grill is?
What's that, Kelly?
You can watch the Commodore Grill live streamed. because they live stream. And it was so great because I'm leaving. It was the last night that we were there, and I was talking to the guy who was running the program, and I'm like, this is really great.
Right.
I said, I'm leaving to go back to New Jersey tomorrow. And I said, and it's really sad because I've been enjoying all of this. And he goes, oh, and he hands me his card. And he goes, oh, just go on Facebook. We live stream all of this. So like every Friday and Saturday, they're live streaming these musicians.
Right.
It's and me and my husband, we sit. We're not doing anything on Friday. We'll put it in. We'll put it on the big screen, and we're watching live from Nashville. It's
Her
fantastic.
husband is such a funny guy, and he's
like Mike.
he's so smart. I'm like, can you tell me what it's like there? So I feel like I'm talking.
He's an alien.
He's amazingly smart, and
he's an alien.
He's such a nice guy. So we're not allowed to hang out because I'll hang out with him for the whole night and forget to go home.
Who said you weren't allowed to hang out? Lainey?
No, she's like, I'm gonna go good, please. No,
you can go hang out.
Please go, please go. She wants to spend time with her cats and with our cats, her cats. That's a lot of cats.
How many cats?
3. We have Rocky, who's now the size of a lion. We have Princeton, who looks like he ate a lion, and we have LMA,
who is a lion,
who's a very Southern belle. Like, doesn't want anything to do with, I'm over here and I'm by myself.
I've had 6 cats at one point, all at one time.
That's a lot.
Yes, and I'm allergic to cats.
Why did you get them then? Why were you having?
Well, I had to, and then acquired a new boyfriend who.
Now, did you get him from the same place you got the cats?
Probably.
Okay, just want to make sure.
So he had 2.
Okay.
So we had 4. And then where he worked, there were stray cats everywhere. So we acquired a warehouse kitty. So then that made 5.
Right.
And then my neighbors had a kitten that got out before it was fixed. And so they just decided not to let it back in. So the cat would hang out outside of our house.
Right.
In the driveway, which sucked because, on any given day when we're driving and pulling into the driveway, we're just really, and it was, it was getting cold. It was like wintertime, and this cat just, so like avoid running the cat over with the car.
Yeah. We
took the kitty in, and so we had 6 cats. And I'm surprised that I'm still here with you guys today, considering the fact
I can't believe
of how cats affect me now that I don't have them. But yeah, my allergist, basically told me to not come into his office again complaining about allergies until I was sans cat. He literally just I don't even want to hear you complain.
Right.
Like, you can, when you come back here and you have no cats, then we will discuss all of your allergy concerns. But until you get rid of those cats,
right, don't come here. Look, the problem is these cats. I got this problem. Well, what's the problem? The cats I'm allergic to. Okay, do you have a lot? Yeah, I have 6. Listen, I can't write you a prescription. Stay the hell away from them.
What do you want me to do?
Right, get rid of them.
He's like, get rid of your cats.
Right.
Well, I can't get rid of my cats. Well, I can't help you.
I can't help you.
What do you want me to tell you?
Yeah. There's not much you could do.
There's nothing you can do.
You can't do anything. That's
I kind of walked into that one, literally. I mean, was I really expecting him to be able to help me in that situation? I think I was looking for an inhaler. I was hoping that he was going to prescribe me an inhaler because I was having some issues.
Yeah.
And he's like,
yeah. My Lainey loves, I have a collection of inhalers.
Yeah.
I should open a museum.
Last time I needed an inhaler, I was living in Kansas. And I was working at a pet store.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
So you just torturing yourself. What? Good God.
Why would I need an inhaler?
I don't know. Why would you? Yeah, no big deal.
Rabbits and ferrets and
Mice.
hamsters. Oh my! My good God. Yes. So.
But to your point about live streaming, here's what I want to say to you, Debonair Music Hall. you guys need to start live streaming. There's a lot of stuff that you can be doing, the marketing and stuff. And I've told the people that work there, and they're wonderful people. I know they're very busy, but my thing is that you should have a social media page that really speaks for you when you're not there. Advertise on social media left and right. You're going to get people coming in all over the place. Some of the bands that play during the week, and they even do, and I've made suggestions about doing stuff during the week, which is comedy shows or acting, what they call it, acting, whatever things where you go and learn how to be an actor. Improv, other stuff. But doing that during the week helps fill the gaps between when the bigger bands come and they sell out. I think they should do live streaming. They should do a lot of advertising as well, and have the videos and make it interactive.
Well, the live streaming worked during COVID, which was great. Live streaming now, it depends. It depends on the place, because it could kill the business because people just won't go out. If you could speaking from a lazy person,
you're not lazy at all.
But if half of these shows that I go to, if they were live streaming, and I had to, I could pay a ticket price and stay on my couch.
Right.
I would stay on my couch.
Right. And that for me is the reason why I would go, because if, let's say for instance, if I know you're going,
right,
I'm going to go. If I know my friends are going to go, I'm going to go, just for the entertainment and the ambiance and being with people and being out. That's a part that a lot of this generation is going to miss. The younger generation, they're healthier, right? They don't drink as much, they don't smoke, they don't do a lot of things. The problem is they're not socializing as much.
Right. So then you want to eliminate the streaming. Because you want people to go to the clubs. You want them to socialize. You want to hang out. Now, you know where the streaming should stay and works?
Where?
In the movies.
Right.
Because I took my daughter to go see a movie. So between our snacks and the movie ticket, it was like $80.
Oh my God. Are
okay,
you serious?
My daughter, and that's a child ticket. She's 11.
Oh
so God. That was like $80.
It's ridiculous.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's like $20-something a ticket just for the ticket.
God, that's insane.
And then the popcorn and the food and all of that stuff.
Right.
And you're not going to the movies for the social ambiance because you're sitting in the dark. You're not socializing with anybody. You're quiet and you're watching a big ass loud movie screen. So, like, you know what? For $20, I could get some Jiffy Pop.
Right.
And I can rent it or buy it on my TV. And I can sit on my nice cozy couch in my jammies,
right,
curled up with me and whoever I want, and we can watch the movie that way. And if I wanted to be really loud, I'll just hook it up to my stereo speakers and get my ears blown off. I mean, when you're in your living room, you don't need a 150-foot screen.
No.
So, I mean, I think that during COVID, that was awesome.
Yes.
That everything was streaming, because why not?
Right.
Now, I mean, we have all these streaming services anyway.
Yeah.
Everything is streaming. So you would think that movies would just continue. You can have the option, go to the movies, or you can watch it on TV, because some people really do like the experience of going to the theater.
Right.
And, the newer generations, I'm watching on my phone.
Right.
My headphones. And
I mean, I like the experience. I like going because I like the audience reaction. I like if it's a comedy, people are laughing.
See, I don't go to comedies, okay? I'm going to horror flicks.
Yeah.
And rom-coms.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different. It'd be different if you went to a horror and someone gets stabbed and everybody starts laughing.
Although, funniest thing ever. So I saw A Quiet Place in the movie theater. So I caught it during the day. So my kids are in school. So I go to the movie theater. It's me and one other person, one other young woman. So it's just me and her. We're not even sitting near each other. She's sitting like way up in front. I'm all the way in the back, right? So I don't know if you've seen this movie yet. Okay, but
I think so.
But the title should tell you something. A Quiet Place. So the whole movie is right, because everything in the movie is quiet. You can't make noise.
Oh
in the
God!
movie because
Oh
that's how
my
the
God!
aliens find you.
Oh.
They're attracted to sound, so everything is silent.
Well, my girlfriend Lainey is done.
So this whole movie is just like quiet as hell. All of the sound, everything is everything is on a whisper, and there are things that are happening in the movie where you can't believe that there's no noise.
Right.
And so like the whole movie is almost like me and this woman, we're not acknowledging the fact that we were the only two people in the movie theater. You know, you're just sitting there trying to be cool, like, yeah. But there were just certain scenes that just came up, and like, you know, she would just turn around and look at me like, are you watching this? Like, and at this point, we realized that we didn't have to whisper because there's nobody else in there. And I'm like, I said, yeah, I know, right? This is crazy. Like, what are we watching here? Like, come on. Oh yeah, we were dying. Like, but so like, you know, you do have those experiences.
Right.
Oh, I got another good one for you.
Go ahead.
Another reason why, for people like me, going to the movies is a fun thing. When you get to prank the audience.
Oh.
And it doesn't happen very often. This was a once in a lifetime opportunity that I had, and I took it. I went to the re-release of The Exorcist.
Interesting.
It was like, I think it was like the 20th or 30th year anniversary, whatever it was, but they released it back on the big screen. So like, I'd never seen The Exorcist on the big screen before. You know, it came out what, 73? I was just born.
70, yeah.
So I'd always seen it on TV. So for me, yeah, I got to go see this on the big screen. So me and two of my friends went, and we're sitting in the movie theater, and you know, I was a little stoned.
A little bit.
A little stoned, you know, why not? And we're watching the movie, and it was the scene where the priest was playing back the tape because he had recorded the sounds that were coming out of this little girl, like, so he's playing it back. And we all knew it was a jump scare moment coming because that's when the phone rings and he's, you know, whatever. So like, everybody's already on edge waiting for this shit to happen, right? So everybody's waiting for it. So right before the phone rings, I shit you not, and I've only seen this stuff ever before in a movie. All of a sudden, the film, and you could tell this was film, because the film went, it melted. You know how you see the film?
Right.
It literally melted.
Oh my God.
And then the whole screen was pitch black. And usually they have like the lights along the floor. I don't know. It just seemed like it was pitch black in this place. You couldn't see anything. It was dark as hell. And it was complete silence in the movie theater because everybody's like, what the fuck just happened?
What's going on?
Like, I mean, we literally just watched the film melt. Like, that's a horror movie.
Right.
As we're watching a horror movie. So, you know. So, and it's silence. And everybody's just like, oh, you can hear a pin drop. And then little old me decides, this is the perfect moment. Perfect moment. And what do? Why you do this to me, Damie? Why?
Everybody must have loved you.
There was a couple in front of me. Big, tall, black guy. I noticed because he stood up. But again, it's pitch black, so you're just hearing sound. He didn't know where it was coming from. He just heard this voice. Why you do this to me, Damie? Why? So homeboy stood up. He said, "Oh hell no! Somebody better turn the lights on this motherfucker right now." And everybody just hit the floor. We were just hysterical. It was so funny. But, you know, management came in, you know, they turned the lights on. Don't worry, everybody, you know, we got to replace the film. And so, you know, they got a new one and they fast forwarded to where
it was.
But that was probably like one of the freakiest moments that I've ever had in a movie theater, like for that to happen. And I'm just like, I made it so much worse for so many people.
Yeah, you did. I can't bail you out of that one.
Luckily, they didn't know it was me. I might have got hurt.
I'll tell you a story about an incident that happened to me. It was at the Triplex, which is no longer there, on Route 17, in Paramus by Garden State Plaza. My friend Charlie and I went to go see Pulp Fiction. We go in, and as we're walking in, one of the Knicks players goes in before us, and well, Patrick Ewing,
Mhm.
and he goes in and he says hi to everybody. We go and sit down. The scene where Uma Thurman dies
Right.
and they bring her back to life. She's like, "Oh God!" and they jumpstart her heart or whatever.
Yeah, they jumpstart her heart.
In the theater, all you hear is, "Oh my God, Jimmy's dead." We thought she was talking about the movie. They stopped the movie. Somebody had died.
Oh my God!
In the movie theater. And then they had to jumpstart them.
Oh my God!
And they took the person out and carried them out.
They died though?
I think they either died or they came back to life or whatever the thing was.
Oh my God!
But EMT came and they took him out.
That's
and my friend,
crazy.
at the end of the movie, everyone's like, "Yeah, good movie." And then we walked out like, "What the hell just happened? What happened?"
Somebody just died.
Somebody just died at the same scene where that person died.
That's crazy.
So, and then eventually that movie theater closed down because I guess
somebody died
in there. But yeah, so we, So that was what happened there. I feel like Peter Griffin. So that's what we did there.
Oh, what happened was.
See what happened. Yeah, and then by the way, I went to go see. God, this is going back almost 30. It was at 25, 26. I went to go see The Kings of Comedy.
Oh.
First of all, I saw it in the call because I was the only white person there. I walk in, everybody's immediately looks at me like, "What the hell?"
He must be somebody's manager.
Yeah, what are you doing in here?
I lawyer, accountant, or
right. I laughed so goddamn hard because I was a fan of Robin Harris, and to me, Robin Harris is one of the funniest people ever. But if you watch these comedians, you see where they take a lot of it from them. Steve Harvey's amazing. D.L. Hughley is the only person.
My guy.
He's the only one that I don't like.
Oh, I love him.
But for whatever reason, I never found him. Not that he's a bad guy.
He's a truth guy.
I never liked him. But all the other comedians I thought were hysterical. And I couldn't stop laughing. Just because what they said were, when Cedric the Entertainer talks about going to the moon, a black person is driving a Cadillac going to the moon. But it's so realistic the way that he does it. And how he pulls back and goes behind. He's driving a 77, whatever.
On the moon.
Right. I mean, but it was so funny. But, I mean, to me, that's the experience of going in and going, I'm not like you, but I find these people hysterical. So together we can laugh and it's not going to matter. I thought that was one of the best experiences of my life. Unfortunately, I also saw, what was that movie? Blair Witch Project there. Which at the end of that movie, I was like, can I get my $7.50 back? Because it was a horrible movie.
I saw that movie in Kansas.
Oh, God.
And I don't know if you've ever been to the Midwest.
Not. I'm trying to think of where I've been to Colorado. It's about as far.
When you come out of something like the Blair Witch Project, you come out in the movie theater and you step out into the Kansas night, you still scared.
Maybe that's what they should do. They should make old people see horror movies in Kansas.
You are still scared because, I mean, you're not in the woods like...
Right.
But...
It's about as close as it's going to get.
I walked out of the Blair Witch Project into Children of the Corn.
Was Malachi there?
So, I was still scared. It was dark, and it was a late showing that we saw. So we got out, it was like midnight. And, in Kansas, when it's dark, it's dark.
Right.
Like, this is the night sky with, the stars and shit.
You're right, because there's not a lot of tall buildings.
Right, and so you're just out there, and they got mosquitoes that are carrying small children away. And all kinds of weird animal creature sounds in the middle of the night. And you're out there, you just saw the Blair Witch Project. Like, I'm walking in my car, and you're hearing... What is that? What is that?
Yeah, I think the scariest movie I have ever seen in the movie theater was, and this is because the age that I was 12, and when we went to go see Silver Bullet.
Oh, that was...
Let me tell you something.
Corey Haim in the wheelchair?
Yeah. The nightmare scene of...
That was pretty badass.
Was, if you get a chance, go on YouTube while you're watching this. pull up the nightmare scene from Silver Bullet. It's really about, and a lot of people at the time this movie came out, they were talking about sacrilegious because it's about a priest who becomes a werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about a priest in a double life and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, so he has a nightmare that he's up at the altar and he's talking, and all of a sudden the organ player turns into a werewolf, and everybody in the crowd, in the pews, they're all turning into werewolves, and they're ripping their clothes off, and blood is coming out, and it's horrific. And to a 12-year-old kid, it was scary as hell. And then to top it all off, we get into the movie theater. Now we're going to go get into somebody's car. And there were a bunch of kids that went, I'll never forget this. His name is Will Hoffman, one of the nicest guys in the world. He forgot his hat, so he had to go and get in his. He was dragging half of us back and wouldn't go back in on his own. My hand of God. And I don't blame him, because I remember at night going, oh my God, there's a werewolf.
Now, you want to talk about dream in general, because it's funny, you said dream sequence and werewolf at the same time, and there's only one movie that has both that just annihilates all of that, and that's American Werewolf in London.
Yes.
The dream sequence in that was sick.
Right, but it's also a comedy.
But it's still the best freaking horror movie. You have to have comedy in your horror.
Yes.
I'm convinced. You have to have an ounce.
You do.
When you have an extreme like horror, you have the balance. That's why Freddy Krueger was like the best, because he was funny as shit.
Yes.
While he was killing you, like
right,
like, it was great.
And
yeah.
I will say that growing up, Nightmare on Elm Street was my favorite movie, and I was a huge fan of that. I recently saw Freddy's Revenge, the second one. I hadn't seen it in years.
Oh, yeah. After the first one, after the second one, then it was just.
So, I don't know if you've seen the second one recently. Go watch it again.
I might have to go watch it.
You might have to watch it again, because I never put all of that together. Oh, wow.
It's deep.
Well, it's different than anything that I thought it was. It's all about S&M.
Yeah.
And it's all about clubs and heterosexuality and and it's not bad. I was too young to understand. That's why when we were kids and they would say, oh, this movie has adult themes. Like, what the hell does that mean? Now as an adult, I'm like, oh my God. I never put it together where he's taking over his body. Mm-hmm. He's coming out of him. Yep. It has to do with alternative lifestyles.
Yeah.
Very well put together. But for a 12, 14-year-old kid,
you had no idea.
I had no idea.
Like, I mean, it's not a horror flick, but National Lampoon's Vacation, the first one. I was probably 11 or 12 when I might have been a little younger, but I saw the movie many, many times over the years at different ages. Mm. And the older I got, the funnier that movie got, because I didn't understand those adult themes.
Right.
And it's just the little tiny things, like the cousin, when they went to visit Cousin Eddie in Kansas.
Yeah.
And the two daughters were talking, and she's like, yeah, I'm going steady, and I French kiss. She's like, yeah, well, everybody does that. Yeah, well, Daddy says I'm the best at it. Like, I just totally.
I knew you were going to say
that. Like, at that age, I'm taking it as, oh, here's just a snooty girl, like, because you got friends who, well, their parents just say they're the best at everything. Like, so I was just thinking she was just being like a snooty. Well, Daddy says I'm the best, like, because I'm just Daddy's flower or whatever. I didn't realize, like, oh, well, Daddy would know that you're the best French kisser. Like, duh.
He says I'm the best.
He says I'm the best.
Yeah, you're right.
How would Daddy know? Like, then you start thinking as an adult, like, wait, what?
I missed that. I think. I'll tell you what movie I thought was brilliant, and I think this kid is amazing, and he does so many movies. I don't know how he does it. Michael B. Jordan. I don't know if you saw Sinners, but it was one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my life. He's an amazing actor. And the director, I forget his name.
I'm doing this not in a bad way.
No.
I'm saying like
The
I could
director
go on
was-
for weeks
yeah.
about Sinners. That was
It's
phenomenal.
beautiful. And for me, what I took away from, which is true, and if you watch anything historical about music, to me, it's about the white people taking blues music away from the black people. To me, that's what it meant. That's what all of everything that was happening in that movie is about. All the blues players get together and they won't let the white people in the club. And when they do come, they screw everything up.
They fuck it up.
They screw it all up, right? So during that time, if you get a chance, you were talking before about musicians. Blues musicians got majorly screwed out of any royalties. They would get
always,
right.
always.
So to me, look, movies you can take out of it what you want. That's to me what it was about. It was, hey, we have our own place now. You didn't let us in your place. You can't come in here. We're going to play our music the way, and you see the white people outside singing. When they come in, everything gets messed up, and that's why they turn into vampires, because they're taking the blood, which is what they're using to create the music.
But you could say that, but even before they were allowed in, they had already fucked it up.
Which part?
Before the vampires were allowed in.
Right.
They managed to make it was finally when the Asian woman she invited them in.
Right.
She was just fed up.
Right.
They had already gotten everybody. Remember, they
had right. Yes, they had everybody on the outside.
Outside, dancing, and I thought that the musical representation that they did in that movie told the story too. And you're on to something with that, but there was a lot more in that too. It's not just about white people taking black music or whatever, but it was all because when they got into Remick was his name, the vampire Remick. Was Remick really a bad guy? Remick was a victim too.
Yes,
because Remick, he kept talking about how he missed his place and how, like, even when he talked about Christianity, like when they were, those words, yes, I remember those words from when I was a kid. They used to bring me comfort. I never understood what they meant, but they brought me comfort because they were pagans and Christianity was forced on them. So they were also showing you that these people had also been oppressed.
Yeah.
Like, so Remick was coming from an oppressed people too, because what was he looking for? I'm just looking for brotherhood and fellowship.
Right.
Like, he wasn't, I'm not here to, swallow your souls.
No.
I'm looking for people, like, we just want to hang out. Like, I'm just looking for people.
Right.
And so there was that whole aspect of it. So, I felt like Remick was also just a victim of all of this too. I mean, there is a bad guy. It's the man, like, and I really think that that's what they were trying to say, is that just, look at how much of cultures, of people's cultures have been bastardized.
Yeah.
And I thought it was brilliant that he brought Lars Ulrich in to help with the soundtrack.
Right.
And I didn't know that before I saw it, but me and my niece went to go see it in the movie theater 3 times. Like, we were obsessed with this movie.
Yeah.
And one of the things that was really doing it for me is the scene where they were they were singing, and so everyone's dancing, and so it's just a steady beat, boom, boom.
Right.
And so now it's starting to change, and you're starting to see in the crowd, they were showing all the different generations.
That was great. Yes.
And then, you're starting to see, the Funkadelic era, and so it was always progressing. By the time they got to the end of the movie, and it was the scene where Remick was fighting Sammy in the water.
Yeah.
And Sammy struck him with the guitar, with the guitar.
Right.
And that metal piece went into
and
then all of a sudden you hear and that was the intro to rock, to metal.
Right.
That was it now transferring into this new form of music.
And
so it was really, Sinners it was a vampire story, but it was telling the story of oppressed people.
Right.
It was telling the story of racism in the South, but it was also telling the progression of music, American music.
Yeah, right.
It really wasn't. It was like American pop. It was an American music story, but it was done as a vampire tale, as a horror flick.
Yeah.
And I just thought that's just the musical aspect of it. You can get into the socio part of it. I mean, it was just so
many
much
different
to
stories.
It was fantastic.
I've only
so
seen
well
it
done.
once, and I got to see it. Like
I own it. So.
if it's on, I always
it's
watch. But to me, it was so powerful because of what got me was the ending. Because I said, and I put it on a social media site, I didn't understand the ending. How the vampires went to the old man, why they were still friends, and they said the same thing that you said. Well, they experienced the same thing, and don't you remember the guy said that night it was the only time he felt free?
Right.
And I said,
and they was cousins.
Right.
They cousins.
And I said, oh my God. But you see these vampires and you're going, wow, I can't believe they're friends. Well, they're not really enemies.
No.
So, and he gives them the money.
But they never were. They never were. Again, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't really the vampires versus humans. It wasn't, they were all victims.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what they were saying.
But what I took away from that movie, and a lot of people did too, is that at the end, he left that so open.
Yes.
For a prequel.
Yep.
Or a sequel, because there's still something with Sammy. There's still, because he was touched.
Right. Exactly.
He still got the mark.
Yep.
That mark was left there for a reason. And I'm curious about that. But then, like with the doing a prequel, they got a whole story to tell about Smokestack.
I love the fact
what was going on with them with the freaking gangsters, because they were working. Both of them were working for the two most gangsters in the country.
Right.
And they showed up in Mississippi with all them guns and all that alcohol. They stole all that shit.
Right.
You know
how did it cut? Right.
So, like, I'm just curious. Like, they never really kind of they touched on it, but they didn't get into it. Like, I'm curious as if, like, people were going to come and look for them.
Yeah, right. And that's
like, I mean, Capone. You're not going to just walk away from Capone and steal his shit.
No.
And then the other guy's working for the IRA. So, like, I mean.
Yeah, it was interesting to see.
But that tells you something, too.
Yeah.
Think about it. One of them was working for Capone.
Right.
The Italians were persecuted. You know, they were ostracized here, too.
Right.
And the other one was working for the IRA.
Which is the other people.
So it was the.
Oh, that's. I never thought of that.
Everybody in the movie represented a group of people that had been oppressed at some point.
That's a good point. I didn't even think of that.
They were all in one place.
Right. I'll tell you, I love the fact that Michael B. Jordan played twins. One was Smoke and the other was Stack.
Dude, that was amazing. And I like
that was
he played two different people.
I would have watched that just for that. The fact that one was called Smoke and he used to call it.
I believe there was two different people.
Me too. I was like, this is so cool. I would have watched it just for that.
I mean, can we have two Michael B. Jordans?
You can never have enough Michael B. Jordans.
I'm sure there's a lot of women in the world be like, please make me one.
I mean, he's a great kid. I think he's really the future of what's going to bring people into movie theaters.
He was one of those. He came on the scene, and I'm just like, you're not gonna make me like you. You're not gonna make me like you. No, you're not gonna make me like you, Mr. Michael B. Jordan. No, even though you look fine in that movie right now, you're not gonna make me like you.
I'll tell you what. When I saw Creed,
oh my God,
he couldn't have looked any more like Apollo. The way he was. I was
he looked like his kid.
It was perfect, and he trained like him. He had the right attitude. He's a great kid. So
it just sucks that Apollo had been killed in the series, because I would have loved to see father and son in there.
Yeah.
I mean, they really casted him well into it, that they looked alike too.
Yeah.
But he fits like a glove whatever he does, even when he plays a bad guy. Like when he was a bad guy in Black Panther, I was really upset.
Yeah.
Because I was like, the whole time I was like, he's gonna change.
Right.
Eventually he's gonna change. Like, wait, really? The whole movie? Really?
Yeah.
Really? Oh.
Well, they want to try to bring him back in some aspect.
Yeah, I mean, all that technology they got in Wakanda.
Yeah,
it's possible.
Well, they just put him. What did he do at the end? He put him into the train or something. The train came, and he was saying, "No, I won't change" or whatever, and he just put him into the train, and that was it. Yeah. So
but he's a foreign specimen.
Oh, fine. I think you said foreign.
No, he's fine. He's a fine specimen.
I thought you said
fine.
We don't know where he's from.
Fine.
I'm sorry. I'm old. Well, listen, I don't have anything else to talk about. Do you have anything else to talk about?
No. We have some interviews that'll get done.
We have some interviews.
We don't even have a clue of who we're going to be interviewing, so you guys are just going to have to wait and see. Like, if we even did it already, you might already watch the interview as far as we know.
Yeah, I think we might be interviewing. I don't know.
We're trying to stay away from the young up and coming bands because we don't seem to have.
We don't have any good luck. We interviewed one.
We might be bad luck for them. So maybe next time we'll go for some old traveling bands.
Right.
But didn't have not working.
No, because I have a horrible problem with people who I talk about, and then a few days later they die. So
see, that happens to me with dreams.
So
I cannot dream of I can't say I cannot dream. Whenever I have a dream about a celebrity, they usually have died. Like I wake up the next day and to their announcement that they died. It's happened way too many times to be a coincidence. It happens. There's only one celebrity so far that has managed to make it into my dreams who is still here, and that is Christian Slater. So, Christian, you got something good going on there, buddy. And you are actually saving me in the dream, so it makes sense. But anybody else, the first one was Heath Ledger. I had a dream about Heath Ledger, and then the next day I woke up and he was gone. And then it was Michael Nesmith from the Monkees.
Oh, wow.
He was in my dream. I dreamt about him. There's a couple, I'm not surprised because I dreamt about them.
Right.
But so don't make it in my dreams. I mean, unless I put you there. I can put celebrities in my dreams.
Right.
I have controlled dreams sometimes. So if I want to dream about somebody, I can dream about them and they're not gonna die. It's just when I go to sleep and then, for some reason, I'm dreaming about my old high school and Davy Jones is singing "No." Oh my God!
Right.
Where'd you come from? And then the next day, it's like, yeah, Davy Jones found that in '66. Like, what? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you pop into my dream, I can't even. There's not even enough time for me to tell you about it because usually I think it's happening as the soul is transferring that I'm picking up the vibes.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I had a dream last night that
I can't even warn them.
No, you can't get to them. I had a dream that I was a writer, going to be a writer on Night Court. They were going to revive the old Night Court. And it was John Larroquette and Harry Anderson. He said, if we could just get this all back together, we can get the rest of the cast. And I got all excited. I said, what if it was all a dream? And then we could get all the people. And John Larroquette said, that's a great idea. And I was like, let's get everybody back together. And we got Marsha Warfield, who I talked to, who's amazing. And we'll talk on, messaging or whatever. And, get old. And then when I woke up, I realized some of those people are dead, like Harry, like Marky Post. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, at least with that, they were already dead. Like, you weren't ushering in.
No. And I hope to God John Larroquette and Marsha Warfield live another 70 or 80 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this and you have some suggestions on people that you want us to interview and you know those people, give them a call and tell them to call us.
Yes.
I already have a few people in mind.
Yes. I have some people in mind.
Working on some things.
But I'm not allowed to go near them. I got a letter.
Oh, you have restraining orders against the person
from the people that I want to interview. So I'm not allowed.
You are not allowed within 15 feet of this person.
Yes, unfortunately, I'm not allowed 15 feet near anybody. And that's just because I haven't showered in months.
Okay, it's not like a
No, no,
All right, you're not registered on any kind of registry, are you?
no. Just for people that look like aliens or, gorillas with huge heads.
Yes,
That's it.
indeed.
Well, listen, thank you for joining us again. You're amazing. Kelly's amazing. I have a fat head, and we will see you next time.
Don't forget to visit us on our social media pages,
Yes.
which will be listed on here, and
your email.
Your email.
Mine,
Mr. CompuServe.
Mike at CompuServe /mythroat.com. And that's it.
Night, people.
God bless you. We'll see you all at some point.
At the movies.
At the movies, yes.
Oh my God. The crackheads.
Yes.
Oh.
That was amazing. Amazing.
Yep, nope, and none of it recorded.
Good.
Good. Now I did
Excellent.
record. 2 hours and 6 minutes.
Shh.